Hey guys, week 2, workout 1. We had a lot of girls who couldn't make it to class today because everyone's getting sick right now. So super grateful we're able to kind of do this online version and modified at home. So let's get right into it. So for today's workout, we used foam rollers. If you don't have a foam roller, you can go ahead and grab a pillow. We also used a long band, a short band, long band. And then we use some sliders. If you don't have sliders, you can just use like socks on like a hardwood floor. That kind of works the same way. So we're gonna get right into it. If you don't have bands, there's not really a good modification for bands. So I'm gonna link some below if you wanna go buy them on Amazon. They're really cheap and pretty accessible. Or if you don't want them for whatever reason, or you just don't have the financial means right now, you can still do the exercise at home without bands. Just know there's not gonna be as much resistance, and we're working in class towards a little bit more resistance. So as we progress the classes, it's gonna be a little bit harder to do each workout at home. So just know that, especially if you don't have the equipment. But I will try to provide you guys with modified versions when I can. So we are gonna start with, we're gonna start actually with a long band. If you don't have a long band for this, that's okay. You can just use your hands. So this is our warm-up breathing. We always start with breathing for a warm-up. This one, we're focusing on our rib cage. So wrapping the band around your rib cage here and tucking your thumbs. If you guys don't have a band, you can just place your hands right on your rib cage here. So what we really wanna focus on is getting a full big inhale breath. So I like to use the band as feedback to really help me feel my inhale breath. So feel the band kind of stretch apart, my thumbs come together. Full big inhale in all directions. My rib cage is expanding in all directions. Full long exhale, and then as you exhale, pull the band together. Squeeze your rib cage in. So this can be really, really great for people who are stuck in a rib flare during postpartum or pregnancy. Your ribs can kind of flare and move up and out. So this can be a really great one to address that. So we're gonna do these for 10 breaths. So full big inhale breath, stretching and expanding the rib cage in all directions. Full long exhale, pull the band tight, squeeze your ribs in. If you don't have a band, again, you can use your hands. So full big inhale breath, feel your hands expand out in all directions. Full big inhale. And then when you squeeze, I want you to think of squeezing your ribs down and in. So really apply that manual pressure. Kind of push your ribs in towards each other and squeeze them down for a full inhale, or full exhale, sorry. Good, so remember, the longer the exhales, the better the core engagement and the better the rib cage activation too. So really, really long, intentional breaths here. So we're doing 10 of those to start. A couple more things you can do in your warm up. You can do some hands behind your head. We're warming up our upper back, so come together here, pull apart. Getting some good activation in our upper back and our scapula. Come together, inhale, exhale, pull apart. You do 20 of these. You can get into your hips a little bit by doing some 90-90 rockers. So if knees fall over to one side, back to center, fall over to the other side, you can do 20 of these. You can do your leg pickups, just pick up one leg at a time. Again, just kind of activating your hips. It's nothing that's too intense, we're just getting your muscles nice and activated and awake. And then when you're all done with your warm-up, we're gonna come into our workout. So again, you can grab a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, that's totally fine. You can just use the ground, and I'll show a modified version for that. So you're coming against a wall. One leg or one foot is flat against the wall. Oops, you can't see my foot. Flat against the wall, so my heel, my big toe, my little toe are all pressing into the wall. And then my opposite hand is flat on the ground, and my same side hand, my wrist is coming to the roller. So I'm inhaling, extending long, exhale, drive my arm down into the ground and pull my elbow back while keeping my foot on the wall. So inhale, extend, exhale, pull back. And if you want to add another layer to it, while you're exhaling and pulling back, you can think of pushing your foot into the wall and dragging your heel up. And that'll help kind of turn on your hamstrings. You can even try that with just your hands flat on the ground. So push into the wall, drag your heel up the wall, and you'll feel this area here turning on. So when you're inhale, extend long, relax. Exhale, pull your elbow back in and push your foot into the wall, drag your heel up, and release, inhale long. So we're gonna do those for 8, and then when you're done with your 8 on that side, keep your foot on the wall, plant your hand, spread your fingers nice and wide, exhale, push away. Knee comes just off the floor, so push away. My knee is coming off the floor. My foot is staying planted on the wall. My hands are pressing into the ground. Inhale here. Exhale. My knee comes just off the ground. Squeeze here. Inhale, back down. So if you want to not use a foam roller for that first exercise, again, you can just use your hand. So come down to like your forearms. Inhale, extend your hand long, sliding your hand flat against the ground. My hand is flat, my fingers are spread wide. And exhaling as I'm dragging my hand against the ground, pushing my elbow in. So inhale, extend long. Exhale, drag against the ground, pull your elbow in, push your foot into the wall, drag your heel up. A lot of things all at once, but you'll get it. You can also feel free to watch that part again, and I can re-explain everything. So we're doing 8 of the exhale drawbacks, and then 8 of the knee lifts on one side. And then when you're done with that side, over to the other side for 8 and 8, we're doing 2 rounds on each side. So that's our first circuit. Once you're done with that one, you're gonna come to all fours for our second circuit. And for this one, you need some sliders, or like I said, you can put like some socks on your hands, or grab some like paper towels or tissues and use those under your hands. And if you're on a hardwood floor, they'll slide pretty easily. So coming to all fours here, you're gonna sit your hips back, come into kind of like a puppy pose here. You're gonna extend your hands up straight out in front of you, feeling a good stretch in your upper back. So full inhale, and then exhale. My arms are coming down and around, elbows are coming to my hips. So full inhale out long, exhale. Hands come down and around, elbows drive towards my hips, squeeze here. Inhale, overhead long. Exhale, elbows drive down and in for 12 of those. When you're done with your 12, you're coming nice and tall in a tabletop or bear position, whatever you want to call it. One hand is wrapping down and around the other. Inhale, extend long. Keep your knees and toes locked in place. We're just moving our upper body. Inhale, extend long here. Feel a nice good stretch through your side body and allow your breath to kind of find that area. So I'm inhaling into my side body, full stretch. Again, we're unlocking our rib cage and finding mobility here, which is super important for your pelvic floor and for your pelvic positioning. So inhale here, exhale, back to center, other side. Inhale, so we're gonna alternate each side. Inhale, stretch here. Feel that good stretch on your, on the outside of your, sorry, I think. Feel a good stretch on your side body. Exhale, pull it in, back to center. So we're alternating each side, 12 total, 6 on each side. When you're done with that one, grab a foam roller, place it between your knees, or grab a pillow, place a pillow between your knees. We're gonna do some internal rotations. So I want to show you guys my feet. So my feet are starting in and then coming out wide. So I'm pushing the pillow together with my knees. So I'm here and just rotating my feet out towards the side. My knees are pushing together, my feet are coming wide. Tap back in, come wide. So inhale when you come in, exhale, tap wide. We're here for 30. Trying to keep a good pressure on the pillow or the foam roller throughout. 30 of these, really getting into our hips, creating that internal rotation of the head of the femur. When you're done with your 30 there, we're gonna keep the pillow or foam roller between your knees and do 10 pelvic tilts. So again, keep your upper back nice and flat for these pelvic tilts. My fingers are spread wide, my hands are flat against the ground. You can tuck your toes here, and all I'm thinking of doing is rotating my pelvis toward my head. So flip your pelvis as you exhale, pelvis pushes towards my head, squeeze here. Think of squeezing your hips together and rotate your pelvis towards your head. So full exhale. And then inhale back to a neutral spine. Let your spine fall however it wants to. Full exhale. Pelvis rounds forward towards my head. And while my pelvis rounds, I'm squeezing the pillow together with my knees to get more core engagement. So inhale, release. Exhale, flip it and squeeze. Back to center. That's a really great exercise for people who experience a lot of low back pain, especially during pregnancy. That one's really, really great for like SI joint pain and all that kind of stuff. So again, that circuit, we'll go over it one more time, even though it's listed below. You're on your knees. Angel overhead extensions, inhale long, exhale, drive your elbows back, and then come back to tabletop position. Inhale, arm extends out long, exhale, bring it back, 12 of those. When you're done with that, pillow or foam roller between your knees, you're doing the internal rotations, feet come out wide, knees stay in, 30 of these. And then when you're done with that one, you're going to pillow between your knees, do 10 pelvic tilts. So exhale, tilt your pelvis, inhale, relax and release. So that's that circuit. When you're done with that circuit, we're gonna come to lying on our back. If you have a short band, you can grab your short band. If not, you don't really need it. It can add a little bit more resistance if that's something that you want though. So come to lying on your back. Okay, so we are going to extend one leg out long, and you're going to take an inhale breath. Inhale as you lift your hips, inhale. Exhale as your leg comes out and then comes back in. Inhale down, exhale, bring the leg in, other leg comes out. So again, inhale, lift, exhale, leg comes out and back in. Inhale down, exhale, leg comes in, other leg comes out. So we're alternating each side, doing 12 total, 6 on each side. When you're done with your 12, toes are on the ground, heels are lifted. Exhale, hips come up. Inhale, and knees come apart. Exhale, push your knees together. Inhale, come down. Keeping my heels lifted the whole time. Exhale, hips come up. Inhale, apart. Exhale, together. Inhale, down. So we're here for 12. So 12 of the lifts and abductions, and then 12 of the hips lifted abductions here. When you're done with that, I'm trying to think of what was the next one. Hold on. So many things to think of at once, you guys. Okay. When you're done with that one, you're going to stay lying on your back. We're just going to do marches. So my knees are bent to 90 degrees. My feet are pointed towards the ceiling. Inhale, heel comes down. Exhale, up. Other side. Inhale, down. Exhale, up for 30. So again, we're doing those single legs. 12 total, 6 on each side. These for 12 total. And then marches for 30. Inhale, heel down, exhale up. Try to keep your back flat into the ground, so exhale your ribs back so they're not flared out. And hold this position throughout, okay? All right, when you're done with that circuit, you're gonna do that 3 times. Then our very last circuit, you're gonna grab a long band. If you don't have a long band, you can do it without. You're just, again, not gonna feel as great of a resistance, but that's okay. Because I'm proud of you guys for doing this at home anyways. I know that can be so hard when you have crazy kids. So band is gonna come to your knee. We're gonna do some internal rotations. So my feet are flat on the ground, my knees are bent. My knee is falling over to the center. Coming back. Oops. Knee is falling to center. So again, you can do this without a band. You're just not gonna feel as much resistance, but that's totally okay because you'll still get, you know, a good little workout from working your internal rotation in your hip, working those smaller accessory hip muscles that we don't normally work anyways. So, gosh, the band is just slightly all over the place. Inhale down, exhale up. If that's feeling too much, you can put your other knee on the ground and you can also work here. This can be a little bit easier. So 12 of these. When that's done, your band comes to your ankle. My baby's crying. So you're gonna pick your leg up, exhale, ankle comes to meet your other foot, inhale, back wide, relax. So exhale, pick it up, push it in, inhale, come back wide, release it down. So we're doing 12 of these. Again, if you don't have a band, do it without the band, that's totally fine. So we're doing 12 of those, so 12 of the bent knee internal rotations, 12 of the adductions. When you're done with that, you're going to do the other side. When you're done with both sides, you're going to sit facing the band, grab the band with both hands, exhale, pull back towards your face, think of pulling the band apart. If you don't have a band at home, just do the movement and really focus on stretching out long, full inhale here, exhale, imagine grabbing a band, pulling it back, pulling apart, squeezing your shoulder blades together. So full exhale, inhale, reach long, full exhale. So 12 of those. We're gonna do that circuit 2 times. So 2 times on each leg, and then 2 of the face pulls. When you're done with that, we're gonna do a little finisher with a long band. Long band comes to shoulder width or face width height. So you're gonna hold it overhead. Inhale, stretch your side body here, feel a good stretch. Exhale, come to center. Good. Inhale, feel a good stretch in your side body. Exhale, squeeze your core. You can also add a block or foam roller between your knees. Come to center, hold and squeeze here. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, squeeze. So we're doing 15 on each side just for one set. Try to be really intentional. If you don't have a band, you can grab a block or you can grab a pillow. Hold it above your head. Inhale, stretch out to the side. Exhale, squeeze the pillow in towards the center. Inhale, stretch to the side. Squeeze the pillow towards the center for 15 on each side. All right, my baby's crying upstairs. So that was our full workout for our stretches. We just did some 90-90 reach overs. Inhale, hold here, other side. Some butterflies to get into our hip, fold forward, reach over to one side. So we're really focusing on stretching out the side body. Over to the other side, stretch. Some crossover, arm crossovers in front, arm crossovers in the back. Single leg hamstring stretch and reach on either side as well. And that was our full workout. So if you have any questions, again, you guys know where to find me. I'm always free to answer your questions. So sorry you couldn't make it to class, but hopefully this was helpful for you. And I'm so grateful for you guys. I will hopefully see you in class soon. Bye.